it's Melanie. So today I have a highlighter review to share. I don't often talk about highlighters on my channel because they are not something that I use in the volume that I think most other YouTubers use highlight in. I am 38 and so I have to be pretty conservative with the amount of highlight that I put on my face because it can accentuate texture and pores, and I just don't on me love that overly glowy look to start with because I have oily skin. So I'm not someone who needs a lot of extra glow, but there are some highlighters that I absolutely love that work great for some really good basic highlighting. And today I'm going to be sharing with you the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator palette. I did purchase this off of Ulta. I was originally not going to ever probably try any of these baked gelato swirl highlighters because when I've seen swatches of them in the past, I've always kind of thought they were too much. The highlighters that I prefer, just for reference, I really love the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powders, and I also love the Becca Shimmering Pressed Skin Perfectors. I have both Opal and Moonstone, and those in very careful, moderate application also work really well for me to highlight different parts of my face. But the real reason that I actually ended up purchasing this particular palette is because I always thought these would be beautiful eyeshadows. I thought they were kind of expensive to just purchase one to use as an eyeshadow, but when I saw that she came out with this trio here, I was like, okay, now's my chance to jump on this. So I went ahead and grabbed it. It is $32. I believe it's exclusive to Ulta. I will of course link it down below for you. But this was the absolute perfect way for me to be able to try these finally. Now I have used them to highlight the tops of my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, and I've also used these as eyeshadows. I've only used the Gilded Honey as an eyeshadow, and it was absolutely perfect as that. So that is how I'm going to continue to use these in the future. But let's go ahead and talk about what you get in here. So you get the shades Ballerina, Gilded Honey, and Peach Glow. So these are, I believe, the three best sellers from this baked gelato line. I love Laura Geller products. Her Balance and Brighten and her blushes are honestly some of my favorite. Each of these powders, by the way, are 2 grams. So 0.07 ounces, 2 grams each. They do come with an applicator. The applicator I thought was kind of a funny choice for using these to actually highlight your face with, but it's perfect for what I'm using it for, which is eyeshadow. This is a foam, what looks to be like large and small or normal sized eyeshadow applicator. It's one of those little spongy things. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys swatches of these on the back of my hand. I don't have any lotion on, I just washed my hands. So let's do these in the order. I don't wanna mix these up in any kind of way, so this first swatch might be a little bit larger than the rest. Okay, so I have these on my hand now. Ballerina, Gilded Honey in the middle, and then Peach Glow. So there are the swatches for you guys. In terms of consistency of these, there is some fallout. They do have what I would consider larger shimmers in them. They're not as smooth as I originally thought they would be. They're really smooth when you do a finger swatch. They definitely look very different, and I'll go ahead and put that on there as well. But when you are applying it with that applicator, it's definitely, you see a little bit more of that shimmery fallout. And when you apply them with a brush, there is a little bit more fallout as well. So If you have any of these baked Gelato Swirl highlighters, will you tell me what your preferred method is to apply the product as a highlighter? I would be really curious to know. I have been using this Real Techniques number 203. This is actually an eyeshadow brush, and this is what I've been using to apply the product to the tops of my cheekbones, as well as down the bridge of my nose. I am wearing it today. I apply this with extreme caution when I'm using it as a highlighter because, like I said, there are larger shimmers in here and that can accentuate pores. So I would not recommend this for those of you that do have enlarged pores. These are really beautiful, quite honestly, but they make better eyeshadows for those of us who deal with either textural or pore issues on our face. They're a beautiful product. Again, Laura Geller makes really high quality, very nice products, but this one for me is definitely a better eyeshadow than it is anything else. And for the price of $32, I thought getting 3 of them would be a great way to try them. And I'm going to continue to use it. I originally was thinking maybe I'll return this, but I'm not. Once I tried the Gilded Honey on my eyes, I sort of really love the way that it looked. Especially these shades for summertime, I think are going to be perfect. Just put, you know, maybe like a nice neutral brown shade in the crease and then pop these on your lid and you have a really glowy, pretty look for the upcoming spring and summer season. So for me, a hit, definitely a hit. Not going to return it, and I'm going to enjoy using them over the summer, but just not in the highlighter capacity. Again, the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powders as well as the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors work just a little bit better for my particular skin type in terms of highlighting. If you have this palette, will you let me know down below what your thoughts are? I did go in store and compare the consistency of the palette to the individuals, and it was basically the same. I could detect no difference between the two. Swatched all the colors side by side, swatched exactly the same. So I think these are the exact same formula as the singles, if that's something that you are wondering about. If you have one of the singles and you want to add to your collection, this might be the way to go about doing it because you do get 3 in here. So again, here's another look at those swatches. Let me know if you guys have questions down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.